Hello Capricorn friends. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus is in Capricorn, or if you have a bunch of placements in Capricorn, that's called a stellium, this could be a reading for you. Only you'll know, you'll get some kind of physical or intuitive resonance that lets you know that this reading could be making sense for you. And if it does, wonderful. And if it doesn't, maybe try some of your other placements, or I don't know, another reader maybe. Maybe I'm not the person for you today. But if I am, welcome. I guess I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm Jess. If you're new here, welcome to my fun little awkward can't even get the word out, corner of the internet, where we do fun witchy shit and do tarot readings and make cool witchy products. This is going to be a general collective reading for Capricorn placements regarding the first quarter of 2026. Sorry, I'm doing quite a few of these, so I get tripped up on my words sometimes when I've been speaking a lot. Okay. We're taking a look ahead at quarter one of 2026 for you. Overall energy of the 3-month time period and how you should best approach that. And then we'll do the same for January, February, and March. Each, we're going to do a tarot card and an oracle card for each of those. And then we will also take a look at where you should focus your energy right now to be in the best alignment for, bringing you what you want, where you want to go in life. And then we'll also do a quick check-in on what's going to be going well potentially and what could potentially be any challenges to look out for. And finally, we will do an oracle card from the Green Witch Oracle, just some whatever last message Spirit wants to leave you with. So that's the plan. That's the itinerary of where this reading's going to go. Because these are collective readings, not every message that comes through in this reading might make sense to you, because again, these resonate for numerous people. So just any messages that do fit, feel free to take those with you. Leave anything that doesn't. And if you are looking for a reading that is for sure specific to you, you can always book with me a personal reading. You can only do that through my website, which is sealedinthestars.com. I don't think I said that earlier. Sorry, doing 12 of these, sometimes I forget what I've said in the intro, in the new ones. Okay, I think that's all the important stuff. And if not, feel free to leave me a question or send a message. All right. I am using for you this is the Universal Monsters Tarot. That's what the back of the cards look like. It's funny, I got I always intuitively reach for whatever deck I'm going to use. And when I was trying to figure out what one to use for you, Spirit really wanted me to use something whimsical, to offset how serious Capricorns can be sometimes. And so I was reaching for something else, and then this one caught my eye, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that one. It's whimsical in its own way. It's fantastical. Plus it's got really cool, dark and horror illustrations. So yeah, I think it's gonna be perfect. All right, now I always do, in case you're newer here, I always shuffle and cleanse them extensively before I start recording. But again, nobody needs to watch 3 or 4 minutes of that, so. Just know that the 2 or 3 shuffles you see me do here is not all I do. let us see what is the overall energy for the next 3 months. I'm gonna pull these cards face down and then we'll look at all of them together. So we'll do one card for the overall energy of the next 3 months for Capricorns. That's too many. That one, great. And then we'll do one card for January. One card for February. And one card for March. Thank you. For the Oracle deck I'm using, this is the Universe Has Your Back Oracle. And so we'll use these for the advice on how best to approach. Like tarot is going to be the overall energy, and then this is going to be advice on how to handle that energy. Do one card for the overall energy of Q1, and then we'll do one for January, and one for February, and then one for March. Alright, overall energy for the next 3 months for Capricorn friends. Lovely. We have King of Crypts. Can you see? Okay. King of Crypts. That's a tough one for me. King of Crypts is King of Cups in a traditional tarot deck. And this is a card that talks about being a master of our emotions. So Cups is the suit that represents our emotions, but it's also, it's kind of our inner world. So it represents our feelings, but it's also our relationships, romantic and platonic. It's our connection to each other. It's our connection to the divine, whatever that sounds like for you. That could be your higher self, your intuition, right? Cups represents our connection to our intuition. And then beyond that, whatever source is for you, whatever label you're comfortable with. And the king is he's very balanced. He's emotional, but in a good way. He's very in touch with his emotions. He's very expressive. He's kind and nurturing and calm. The suit of cups represents water, so things in flowing relation to each other. So it sounds like the next 3 months, the focus of the next 3 months is going to be you really mastering your emotions, becoming more in tune with your inner world and how you express that. And yeah, that's a really mature and beautiful thing. That's really great. And then the advice for how to best approach the next 3 months is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Yeah, I like those. I like those two together because sometimes a good leader can understand that sometimes the necessary move is actually to let go instead of to hold tighter. So I like the way that those are flowing together. And it makes sense that as you're surrendering to faith and trust in the universe, you start to feel more in control of what's going on in your inner world. I know it sounds contradictory, but it's not. Okay, so that's the overall. Let's see what's January. What's going on in January? All right, January, we have the energy of January is Nine of Claws, which is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I mean, January kind of sucks. Says a girl who's firmly against winter. So if also no shade, no shade, Capricorns. It's your birthday month. Yay! I'm over here. I'm so oops. Like, January sucks. Oh wait, it's your birthday. My bad. But January traditionally can be a hard month for a lot of people. Also, birthdays can be hard for a lot of people. So maybe you're not offended by that. And if you are, lighten up, okay? January can be really tough. It's often, so it comes after the holidays. So there's often a time of depression, either emotional, from seeing family, not seeing family, being in a relationship, not being in a relationship. It's just like a lot that usually goes on, and so there's usually a big emotional hump to get over in January. Also, it can also be a time for a lot of people that can be challenging financially, either having like spent money on the holidays, or maybe like work is slow, or maybe you're out of work. I mean, there just could be a lot of things that contribute to January being a challenging month. And so it seems like there's going to be some things that come up that are going to bring some anxiety your way. The Nine of Swords, it's like anxiety, worry. Swords represents our mental inner world. You know, if Cups is our emotional world, Swords is our mental space. So it's how we think, how we communicate, how we receive information. Okay, so gonna be some things that are gonna come up that are, gonna be a little challenging in January, that are going to bring some opportunities, I'll say, for anxiety. And the best way for you to handle when this comes up, the best way for you to approach January is, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Yes, I love that. This is a perfect antidote for when we're feeling anxious or stuck or not sure what to do or overwhelmed. Creating mindful moments where you're feeling connected to the universe in a greater way, where you're able to connect with your inner self and to feel love and gratitude for yourself and faith in the universe, and remembering that the universe has your back and that miracles happen all the time. So this could be, something that happens in the beginning of January, and then you, through your conscious attunement to how you approach it, then can attract the miracles to you, right? We are energetic magnets. So it's like, oh man, this thing came up in early January. I'm a little anxious about that. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna ask the universe to have my back. I'm gonna trust that things are gonna be okay, because they always are in one way or another. Things always work out in some way or another. So I'm just gonna have a little early faith in that and in myself to get through any conflict or issues. I mean, I have made it through literally everything else that has come my way thus far. So there's no reason why I can't do that. These kinds of affirmations, this can turn things around for you. If you don't feel comfortable writing your own script for it, get on YouTube. There are tons of ones that you can put in the background. There's ones that you can put on while you're sleeping. There's a great one, what's her name? The Value of the Phoenix, I think is the name of one of the accounts that I really like. Affirmations are great. So you could do something like that, and through that you are completely changing the energy that you're attracting, and boom, now all of a sudden miracles come in your way. So what happens to us We have no control over the circumstances that are coming our way. What we do have control over is how we react to them, how we approach them, how we handle them. And then through that, we can attract new, more aligned circumstances. Ooh, okay. Moving on, let's see what's going on in February. February, oh my goodness, so slippery. Ooh, yay, okay. I have to think for a second, like, what is this suit? What does that correlate to? I just need a moment. Okay, this is the 8 of Candles. Also, I have middle-aged eyes, so I want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. I'm seeing and saying the right thing. All right, 8 of Candles, 8 of Wands in this deck. This is great. So this is a card all about things moving forward and quickly. So there's progress. So wherever things might have felt stuck or concerning or worrisome back there in January, now we're in February and things are moving forward. Also, really interesting, I don't know if you have prominent Aquarius placements or vice versa. Their February is also fast moving and exciting and interesting and full of fire. So if you have both of these placements, this could just be further confirmation for you that like cool shit's popping off in February. So I love that for you. All right, and then the advice for how to approach February is I honor how I want to feel. I think Aquarius also got this card. I don't know if it was the same month or not. Oh, no, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think so. You? Do you have Aquarian placements? If you do, you might want to give that reading a listen also. Okay, I honor how I want to feel, right? We have a lot more control over how we're feeling, not every second of every day, and you have to allow yourself to feel feelings as they come up, but you don't have to like get stuck in places or wallow places. So if you have been using this in January the way we were just discussing, you know, being mindful of your energy and what you're attracting and how you're feeling, yeah, that just kind of carries over into here and has you feeling even stronger in honoring how you want to feel, because now you'll start to see the results of that work, right? Like if you're showing up energetically and being mindful of what you're putting out there, and being mindful of your point of attraction, focusing on things that, it's not about like ignoring bad things that happen, but it's about choosing where the focus of your energy and your time is. So it's like, yeah, annoying things come up and you can acknowledge them and problem solve, but then as soon as you can, move your energy back towards something that feels good. How do you want to feel? And then you'll start to see the results of that, and that makes that a lot easier to keep that rolling. So great. Okay, and then for March we have, okay, for March we have the 6 of Castles, which is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is a card that is all about reciprocity and generosity, and has us being in a place where we are feeling full enough to give. Hang on 1 second. Doing a lot of talking. Okay. So in March, it feels like things are going well enough for you to feel like you can be in a place of giving, that you can, yeah, you're feeling generous, you're, I heard like, yeah, just being very giving. But for most people, it's challenging to be in a space of giving if they are also in a space of lack, right? So again, this just feels like more evidence of you really wrangling kind of what was happening in January. Because now things are moving faster and easier and going well enough that you are spending the focus of that month is being in an energy of being giving. Like the focus of March, the overall energy of March is that you're in a space of feeling generous and giving and feeling like you're getting that back also, that it is reciprocal. So I love that for you. And then the best way to approach the energy of March is the universe has my back. Yeah, I feel like I feel like this is really building on, pardon me, burping confirmations. I feel like you're really gonna feel that. Like this is gonna build through these few months, and you're really gonna feel like the universe has your back. And I feel like that also encompasses the King of Cups overall energy for this time period, because if things are going well and you're feeling in control, then it does really lead to a place of being more in balance and being able to express yourself more thoughtfully, because things are going well and it feels good and things are going your way. Okay, let's see, what else? All right, where should you focus your energy for these 3 months? Like, what's the best area for you to focus on right now in order to achieve the most aligned growth? Trying to figure out how to word that exactly, but that felt pretty good. All right, for our Capricorns, where should they focus their energy? I feel like some of you definitely have Aquarian placements. Okay, so you got 8 of Castles, 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Claws, but in reverse. And then you also have Judgment. This is what made me, Aquarius also got Judgment. Okay, so where should you focus your energy during this time in order to achieve the most growth in the areas that you want, aligned areas? And that is going to be to focus on mastering yourself. The King of Cups, like working on that self-mastery. 8 of Pentacles is the card of mastery and investing in yourself and focusing, and how that pays off, how investment in yourself pays off for you. And, right, also, so 88 might be significant for you. I don't know, 8 could be significant for you, meaning you might see them, 888, but also 88 specifically could be significant for you. I don't know if that could maybe somebody's birth year, or August 8th could be significant. Anyways, 8 of Swords is about being trapped in a prison of our own making, but in the reverse here, the best way for you to focus, like the best place for you to focus your energy is going to be on mastering yourself and staying out of self-doubt, investing in yourself instead of doubting yourself or being insecure or holding yourself back. you really can't occupy those spaces at the same time, right? Because if you are investing in yourself and working on yourself and mastering yourself and your emotions and all those good things, you really don't have space to also be like, what do I do? Like, no, I'm over here, I'm doing stuff. I'm meditating, I'm journaling, I'm reading, I'm exercising, I'm, seeking spiritual guidance. I'm, if it's about business, I'm doing what I need to invest in my business and to help that grow or to help me grow personally. And you really can't be in that energy and also at the same time be in the energy of like, oh, woe is me. Like there's a lot of advice in the other reading and this one as well about not slipping into any kind of victim mentality or woe is me. There's a lot. Everybody has hard shit in their lives, and the world, in a greater sense, is also real fucked up right now. So there's just literally no space for you to feel sorry for yourself. So don't. A little tough love there from Spirit. Like you have way too much good shit to accomplish to waste any time in that. And also at the bottom of the deck here, Judgment. So where to be focusing your energy, right? This mastery in the service of a spiritual awakening, in the service of this new perspective. Judgment is it's a spiritual awakening. It's a rebirth, and it's from a spiritual perspective. So having this new outlook in life, you're investing in this new outlook instead of wasting any time in self-doubt. Yeah, right? Sorry, I'm not asking you, right? I'm asking Spirit. 2 thumbs up. Okay. Let's see what else. We have what's going to be going good during this time? What to look forward to, things that are going well for this quarter 1. Ooh. The Tower. But what do you say? The Tower, how can that be things going good? The Tower is not an inherently bad card. So change is good. Change, this is significant and or sudden change, but it's significant change. And the Tower is an opportunity for new beginnings, new foundations, new buildings, starting anew. So things changing is gonna be really in your favor. That's gonna be something that's going really well for you over the next 3 months, is some kind of significant change. And then what is a potential challenge? Potential challenge for the next few months to be aware of. Interesting. We got Queen of Crypts, which is Queen of Cups. Some of the shadow aspects of the Queen of Cups. So just be mindful not to be overly emotional or too, oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah. So don't be too, what's the right word? So Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing and balanced and emotional, but overdoing that is I don't know, clingy is exactly the right word, but don't be smothering. So you could be you can overly mother somebody, whether you're an actual parent or not. And so that could be a potential challenge for you, is to not be overly involved or overly emotional. Yeah, don't be, and not being overly emotional. Keeping that in balance, keeping that in check. right, let's see what else. Time. All right, we're doing it right. So far, I've been able to keep these around where I want. So, thank you, Spirit, for your assistance on that. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to pull you one from the Green Witch's Oracle. To see what last message Spirit wants to leave you with for this first quarter of 2026. All right, what's one more message for our Capricorn friends? Okay, you got seeds. I'm laughing because there's just the Aquarians got so also about similar vibes. Okay, new ideas, hope, open-mindedness, seeds. Let's see. Okay. A seed contains the blueprint for an entirely new plant, a future living thing. It is a miracle that something so small holds the key to new life. There is so much potential within a seed. In fact, planting a seed is an act of hope. It's the first step in the project of an undertaking. Trusting that in the future you will actualize your dream. However, there's work ahead. If the seed sprouts, it will need care and attention to maximize its potential. You will need to nourish it to help it grow. The seed card tells you that there is something worth your time that is waiting to be recognized. Be open to the messages nature has for you. Don't immediately dismiss ideas as far-fetched or impossible. Give them consideration. There may be something to learn. And then there's a reflection question. It says, when you are thinking about new ideas or new projects, what do you want to achieve? I love that. That's a really excellent point too about focusing on what it is that you want to achieve, not on the like how you'll get it done. Don't immediately dismiss things as far-fetched or impossible. Like, yeah, focus on what do you want to accomplish, what do you want to achieve, not how that's going to happen. And then you can be open to the miracles that are naturally flowing your way. We love when they throw it back. Okay. All right, Capricorns, that has been your reading for quarter one. Excuse me, Q1. For 2026. And if you're interested in, hey, it was 3333 when I looked up a second ago. If you're interested in a more personal reading, you can book that through my website. I think I said that already. I hope you have a great day or night or whenever this finds you. And I will catch you soon. Bye.